You guys see there painting, Rob's painting.
Yeah, I was watching him do that. I was like, oh my god.
Has he just been doing that?
Yeah. Amazing.
He's amazing. We could say all sorts of stuff. Like, Rob, your butt looks great right now. Yeah.
Alright, over here.
Would you be able to put a beaver hat on my head? Too late to do that now?
Hi there, my name is Gilda. I'm a SAG actor from LA, and I have actually a couple quick questions for Andy. The first question is, I heard you're a method actor, and I wanted to know how you prepare for an intense scene such as the snot scene.
the snot scene.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the actor center. Well, when I prepare for a snot scene, I like to, I don't know what a method actor is particularly, but because when I trained, I sort of realized that, everybody has their own way of working, and I wish I'd been told that in year one of my drama school, because everybody, all the different departments, the movement, I'm sure you know as well, being an actor yourself, is that the voice department, the acting department, the movement department, all vie for their own sort of space, and actually sometimes things don't work. And the one I never give it, the one advice I would give to actors is don't listen to older actors. It's controversial, I know, but because I wish I trusted my instincts more, and I think that's what I will say. I'm that kind of actor that's worked out this hodgepodge way of preparing, which is my own thing, and I use music a lot because I love music, and I read books, as people know, and weird books, yes, I know. And then I try and let it happen with the other actor. I mean, if that's a method actor, then I am a method actor. But for the snot scenes, people tend to leave me alone, and I sort of sing a bit, and I chant a bit, and I walk around like a maniac, and then hopefully the snot flows.
Thank you. The quick second question is, I have a friend named Casey Baker here, and she was kind enough to get me the gold pass. I've been going through a lot personally with my mom. She's been ill, and she just actually took me out of that world for a little while to come here and enjoy it. And her dream is to get a selfie with you. So
yeah, where is she?
Right
Where's your Betty man? Come on, Casey, get up here.
My question is for y'all, because some people don't understand that you aren't your characters. So as Andy and Denai, what is your least favorite thing about your character and your favorite thing about your character?
Well, I tend to believe that you are what you pretend to be. I don't know what that means, but it sounded good. And if I do it with a smart enough British accent, everybody goes, yeah, it sounds reasonable. And then you have a polite clap. You do that sort of, yes, we understand what you're talking about. Yes, they understand what you're talking about, clap. I've learned to do things I don't necessarily want to do, playing Rick Grimes. His most admirable quality is the fact that he just keeps pushing himself forward and people, linking arms with other people and doing the same thing, And I think that, it started as an indie movie, this thing, and now we're a conglomerate.
Now we're here.
Yeah, now we're an acronym. we're a hashtag TWD, whatever. You know, it's become a movement, and I think that with that you get, with power comes responsibility. and you have to do sort of things that make you nervous, like sitting in front of thousands of people, trying to be yourself, which is not, as my friend over there would know, my SAG friend, is not the reason I became an actor. I became an actor so you don't know who I am. I play other people, so you don't get to know who I am. But that's not what this is about. This is it's a sharing. It's an exercise in sort of celebrating something together, which is new, and so I suppose that's what I've learned playing Mr. Crime. I know what that means, yes.
I don't know if he answered the question, did he? Listen,
I mean, you have the answer.
I almost swore.
You're like, you're ready.
what?
You have the answer to the question?
Yeah, I mean, I was
Oh,
hearing
you can answer the question.
in the character. I was telling you go first. Like in the character, I mean, I think that she, in the beginning, there were a lot of things I didn't like about her. Because I was like, I understood. I didn't judge her. I understood where it was coming from. It was coming from pain. It was coming from unresolved wounds. So that sort of process for her of being very cut off, of being very singular, of being very untrustworthy, I totally understood it as her coping mechanism. And so I had a lot of sympathy and empathy for that. But it wasn't the funnest thing to play. I mean, I loved doing the action stuff for her, but like the way literally a lot of how she was connecting was to make sure she was not connecting, you know, was sort of her way of navigating the world. That was tricky and hard for me to play. I'm very like, a very gregarious, out there type of chick, so I was like, oh God, let me talk. Give me lines.
She was a nightmare in between takes. Stop talking.
Yeah, it's true. I'm goofy like that. But so yeah, that was interesting, an interesting challenge to begin with. But like the cool thing is that she has progressed and evolved past that and gone through things and really seeing like ways that she handles things now, ways that she handles her boyfriend. I was like, oh, that's Michonne knows that this is the way you be a woman. So that's what I really dig about her now. Like, there's a lot of really interesting ways that she's heart and brawn, and I think that's a really cool thing to navigate with her.
Tonight, you're a Tony Award winning
Nominated
playwright.
Should have won it.
You're an activist at women's causes. You play strong female characters. It feels like your whole life is like to just help women. Is that accurate to say?
I mean, I guess, you know, and it's a thing that someone asked me recently. It was the International Day of the Girl, and I just was having all these feelings about that, and I wrote something and I just sent it to someone and said, I just feel this way today, and then they said, oh, CNN wants you to talk about the first moment you knew this was an issue in the world, the disparity between genders and things like that. And I was like, oh, this doesn't really answer that, but here's this. But then I thought about that question, and I guess it was like I was a little girl in Zimbabwe, and I saw, there was this incident that had happened on our university campus. I'm a campus brat. My parents are academics, so I spent a lot of my time on that campus, knowing what was going on that campus, etc. And this girl had been, she'd been kind of attacked and kind of stripped of her clothing because she had a miniskirt that was too short. Too short, right? Too short. And I remember I was like 9 years old, and that pissed me off so badly. I was so outraged. And I was having this argument with these other girls. There was a church on our campus that we all went to, and I was having this argument with these girls in church, and I was like, you know, can you believe this? It's so upsetting, and da da da. And they looked at me and they said, yes, but Danai, her skirt was really short. And from that day on, that's when I remember first having outrage around the standards that are put on girls and women, and just not ever letting go of wanting to rectify that in whatever way I could. So, I mean, it's just been a part of me. name is Marquise. I'm from Atlanta, and I'm here with my group of friends from the Tell It to the Dead, the ladies.
I remember y'all.
And I just have just something real quick. Is the dream sequence in season 7 was the wedding reception, and Say Yes was the honeymoon. I think you guys are married. Rick, how do you feel about narking on your future wife about the protein bar? And how do both of you guys feel about the positive feedback from the wedding reception? I mean, not the wedding reception, the interracial relationship.
What?
About the protein bar.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Why would you bring that up now?
How do you feel about narking on your future wife? You know, your wife now.
You can only build a relationship on honesty.
Why would Rick do it?
Why would? Because he's rigorously honest. He's a sheriff's deputy that can't hit Negan with a gun, but he's scrupulously honest. What do you want from your law enforcement people? You want dishonesty? No.
Wait, so you're saying the marriage was when? In my head.
Oh, that was...
Y'all was already together, but you guys were engaged when y'all were totally engaged when he narked on you. You guys were married in the premiere of season 7, and the honeymoon was Say Yes. I always thought that the marriage was Say Yes when they had a
What thing? What are we talking about? Everybody's so abstract at the moment.
Okay. Say Yes.
Say
Yes is
What the hell?
Say Yes is the episode when we went to
the whole
find.
hour because my mum and dad don't want me to swear, but I'm getting close.
Say Yes is the episode when we did the honeymoon thing, right?
Yeah, when we have our little
Yeah, the van one.
the van.
So in that episode, when we were in the room with the meals,
Yeah.
right? You actually are the one who said that was what that was, in a sense.
Yeah, I did.
So that's what we're talking about.
Is that what we're talking about? You're absolutely right.
No,
Forgive me. I just got the protein bar bit, just messed me up. Just made me look bad, and then actually, no, you're right. That was, in my mind's eye, their honeymoon. And you know what I'm most excited about this season is potentially for Rick to say on screen that he loves. I can rest happy, let the kid take over and put my cowboy boots up, and we can start repopulating.
Yeah, we about time, right? We about time, Rick. Just saying. Say it.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody. Andy, Denai, thank you so much.